touch mine like a casual game. But something in me forgot my name. I knew the cost was more than peace, but you look like the kind of heat I need. I'll burn for this if it means tonight. I'd risk the fall just to feel it right. You can leave with ash and dust, but for one more kiss I'd still trust. Your voice was fire in a quiet room. I leaned in closer like I wanted to. You said don't think, and I obeyed it. Some storms are meant to stay. I won't ask for guarantees, just give me this before you leave. I'd burn for this if it means you stay, even if morning takes you away. You can ruin what's left of me, but I'd still say yes so easily. Some loves don't make it safe, but they make you feel in every place. I'd burn for this and never regret, even if all I get is dead. 'Cause I loved you like a dare I kissed, and some flames are worth the risk. I almost said it when you looked away. It sat on my tongue and begged to stay. You laughed at something I didn't hear. I smiled like I wasn't near. What if it's too much? What if it's too soon? What if I love you makes me the fool? Say it or don't, that's the choice I hold. Between burning quiet or burning bold. I wanna be honest, but I don't wanna fall without knowing if you'll catch me at all. I replay our moments like film on mute, trying to read what your eyes compute. You lean so close, but never through. I count the inches between me and you. I write the words and erase the line. You ask me why, I say I'm fine. Say it or don't, that's the cliff I'm on. Do I jump or just walk alone? I wanna be fearless, but I learned the cost of loving too loudly and getting lost. I've said it before to the wrong face, heard silence back and kept my place. So now I sit with all I want and ask again, say it or don't. Say it or don't, but I know it's true. I'm already gone if I can't say it to you. I wanna mean it without regret, but I'm scared of what I won't forget. I don't need perfect or polished lines, just someone soft when life unravels mine. Don't have to save me or take control, just be the kind who wants to know. I've learned that love can break and mend and still be love until the end. If you're real, show me the cracks. Don't hide the way to hold it back. I don't want charm or something loud, just quiet love you say out loud. I won't pretend to be all grace, just need someone who sees the space between the words, between the mess, and doesn't leave when I confess. I don't want more than you can give, just what is true and wants to live. If you're real, don't play it cool, don't try to win or follow rules. Just sit with me when days go slow and let me in when you don't know. I'll hold your pain if you hold mine. We don't need fixing, just the time. If you're real and still unsure, just walk with me and close the door. We'll write the rest as we both heal. No grand design, just love that's real. You look good in that photo she posted, wearing the jacket you swore you never liked. I smile because it felt like I should, even though I wasn't alright. My friends all say you dodged a mess, but they don't know how much I second guess. Said I'm happy for you and I wanted to mean it, but something inside still breaks when I see it. I let you go like I knew how, but I still feel like I'm losing now. said you hope I find someone true. I nodded, but what if it was you? I talk like we were never that deep, but my voice shakes when I try to sleep. I tell myself this is for the best, but I still scroll and fail the test. I said I'm happy for you, and maybe that's brave, but part of me still wants to be the name you save. I let you go with practice grace, but I'm still stuck in that same place. You moved on like a story, you wrote the part I played, and now I smile on the surface, but cry why you never stayed. I said I'm happy for you, and maybe I will be, but today I'm just honest with the hurt that lives in me. You got hurt and I've got through, and that's all I can do. You looked at me like you used to, but not long enough to mean what it used to. I fixed my hair like that would help. You said hey, I said it back. You asked how's life, I lied with grace. You smiled but not at my face. You looked fine like nothing cracked. I looked okay but wanted back. I was there but felt too small. You stood tall, I curled up. I said I'm good but I still break. You looked fine and I felt fake. You asked about that old cafe. I remembered but turned away. I laughed too quick, you blinked too long, and both of us knew something's gone. You didn't flinch, I held my hand. You moved like we never began. I was there but felt erased. You held still, I lost my place. You looked right through what we were. You looked fine, I looked unsure. You grew past, I stayed the same. You don't ask and I don't blame. You looked fine and that's okay, but I still shake most days. I wish I knew how to pretend. You looked fine, I played the end. tried so hard to make it stay, but some love grows the wrong way. You held the door, I held the light. We both were wrong but stayed polite. I bent to fit, you stood your ground. We called it love, but lost the sound. We stayed for hope, but not for peace. I wanted more than just repeat. So this is where I let you go, not with a fight, but soft and slow. I won't erase what made me true, but growing up means leaving too. You said you'll miss the quiet nights. I smiled back and said you might. We weren't wrong, but not quite right. We tried too hard to hold too tight. I gave my all, you gave your best, but some good things don't pass the test. So this is where I let you go, not with regret, just letting you know. We made a place, but it's not mine, and peace is not what needs a sign. You taught me love can't always stay, but I can still walk all the way. So this is where we don't hold on, and that's not weak, it just moves on. I love you quiet from this side, but now I choose myself with pride. You left your phone face down, no sound. Said nothing, but I heard it loud. You asked if I'm fine right after you left. I said I don't know. You said that's fair. You laughed at the movie, but didn't look once. I watched your shoulder like it might respond. You hold my hand and let it go. You never fight but leave too slow. You were quiet, but it sounded like goodbye. You didn't flinch when I started to cry. You always talk, just not when it counts. I wait for words, you leave them out. I read your message, 3 dots then none. You said tomorrow, but never come. I brought you coffee, you left it cold. I stayed through things you'll never hold. You didn't lie, but didn't stay. You were honest in a selfish way. You were quiet, but it sounded like goodbye. You watched the door, but didn't something real. You say it softly so you don't feel. But I heard you leave when you stayed that night, and silence can't make it right. You were quiet, but it sounded like goodbye. You didn't move when I asked you why. You always stay just far enough to not be near but close to love. You were quiet and I knew that was the loudest thing you do. You hold your breath like love might steal the quiet peace you taught to feel. You look away when I lean in, like every start might break again. But not all risks end in regret. Some just lead where light is kept. If you don't try, you'll never know what hearts can build when we let go. I won't push, but I'll stay near. You don't have to run from what's sincere. You say you've learned what pain can do, but don't you think that I have to? We're not untouched, we're just aware that love is rare and worth the care. No perfect words, just steady eyes. Some things grow when no one tries. If you don't try, you'll miss the part where soft becomes the bravest heart. I can't promise it won't sting, but hiding never changed a thing. You don't have to leave, just step through. And if it shakes, I'll shake with you. If you don't try, the chance will fade, and we'll both wonder what we made. So take this hand, don't justify. You'll never feel if you don't try. asked if I'm okay with your eyes on the screen. I said I'm fine, just to keep the routine. We talked about dinner, but not what we mean. You laughed too loud, I stared at my tea. You used to say what you were feeling, but now your words sound more like leaving. We're acting fine like it's still soft, like this version didn't get lost. You say we're good like it holds weight, but I can't feel what we create. We're acting fine, but nothing's true. I miss us, and I think you do too. You used to notice when I wore new clothes. Now you ask, but you don't wanna know. I keep folding your shirts in line, trying to fix what's not even mine. You stay too late to prove you care, but we both know you're not really there. We're acting fine like we still try, like we're not tired of asking why. You say we're good, but look away. We're just two people with nothing to say. May have been to say. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's pride, but we let go while staying inside. We're acting fine, but we both know we stopped holding on a while ago. You say I'm here, I say me too, but neither of us knows what to do. You were kind when I wasn't. You stayed calm when I made it something. You held my hand even when I pulled. And now I wonder if that's my fault. I needed space but hated the quiet. You gave me room, I filled it with silence. Maybe it was me who broke the start. Maybe I was tired of trying too hard. You gave enough and I looked away. I let the right thing go wrong anyway. You were good, I just couldn't stay. You never asked for more than real, but I showed up not knowing how to feel. I wanted love, but pushed you off. Said I'm okay, then cried when you stopped. You made it clear, I blurred the line. You held the truth and I took my time. Maybe it was me who changed the air. You were solid, I wasn't fair. You stayed close, but I looked through. I blamed you, but it wasn't true. I think I loved you, but not out loud. I think I wanted what I didn't allow. Maybe it was me who set this down. You stayed the same, I turned around. You gave the best, I gave you doubt. And now I miss what I shut out. You'd love the drama if it wasn't mine. You said I'm not ready for the 8th time. We broke up on a Tuesday night, then kissed again before the lights. My friends all say I should've left, but what's a lesson if not a test? You'd love the drama if it wasn't me. The crying in cars, the late apology. I lost myself in every act, but played it well and took it back. He bought me flowers, then made me cry. Called it passion, I called it a lie. We danced like it meant something more, then argue about who closed the door. They say I'm reckless with how I love, but no one warns you when it's just enough. You love the drama from the outside in, but I live the plot beneath the skin. I forgave too fast, loved too loud, but never once let myself drown. They call it chaos, I call it mine. Not every storm needs to align. You'd love the drama like it's a show, but I was the one who had to grow. So write your lines and say your part. I'll keep the truth and start from heart. You look settled now, like you never broke. She wears the shoes you said you never own. Your laugh got louder, your hair looks clean. You look like the version you never were with me. And I tell my friends I'm really glad he's fine, but I bite my tongue every single time. Good for you, but I'm not. I still flinch when I hear your song. I wish you well, and I mean it too, but part of me hates how fast you moved. You hold her hand like it's always been hers, and smile like you forgot how we hurt. I keep my cool, but deep inside I still scream when they say you're doing fine. I post my life like it's all okay, but there's a part of me still outweigh. Good for like I believe in it. But part of me breaks every time you commit. I should be proud you figured it out, but it stings you did it without me. Good for you and your brand new heart. You got closure while I fell apart. I hope she's kind and never doubts, but don't expect me to clap this out. I gave you Sunday in every storm. You took the calm but left the form. I told you things I never wrote. You smiled once and called it note. I stayed when loud, you stayed when fine. You said I care but drew a line. You got the light but not the burn. I opened up, you didn't learn. I gave too much of me to someone still closed. I said it all, you just froze. I showed my worst, you stayed polite. I cried in full, you dimmed the light. You liked my calm, not what came through. You held the best, not what was true. You let me give, but gave control. You stayed around, but not whole. I gave too much of me in hands not wide. You touched the top, I showed the inside. I gave the pain, you left the song. You stayed soft when I stayed alone. You didn't break me, you just stood while I kept giving more than you could. I gave too much of me, and that's the ache. You watched me pour but didn't take. You held the smile, I held the cry, and that's the part you walk by. I held your name like it meant more, but some things crack behind closed doors. You stayed late, I didn't ask. You gave less, I dropped my mask. I knew the end before it came, but stayed to feel just half your name. You pulled away, I leaned in. I called it love, you called it thin. I knew it would hurt. but stayed anyway. I watched us fall like we meant to break. I knew the weight, I knew the sound, but hoped you'd turn before it hit the ground. You left your book I didn't read. I cleaned the shelf but not the need. You said be strong, I said I'll try, but in my chest I whispered why. You watched the light but dimmed my part. I stayed too long inside your start. I knew it would hurt to hold on late. I wrote us in, you closed the page. You didn't lie, but didn't stay. You gave me time, then walked away. Some endings don't scream loud, they just arrive and clear the crowd. I knew it would hurt, but still I stayed. I knew the cost, but loved anyway. I knew it all before the fall, but knowing never stopped it at all. I know the world doesn't promise soft, and love like ours comes with its cost. But when you sleep with your back to mine, I still reach out like you'll be fine. Some days are quiet, some days ache, but every version I still take. Stay for the rest, not just the gold. Stay for the mess, the stories we hold. I don't need perfect, just something we built. Even if love comes dressed in guilt. You hate the sound of thunder at night. I leave the light on your side. I still get scared you'll change your mind, but I'd rather risk it than press rewind. You said forever like you meant it slow, and I keep repeating it soft and low. Stay for the rest, the not so bright, the mornings we argue, but make it right. I won't ask for more than truth, but if you stay, I'll stay too. I've tried pretending I don't need much, but with you I want too much. So stay for the rest, the boring parts too. Stay when it's quiet and no one moves. We won't get every moment right, but if you stay, I'll turn on the light. I thought you were choosing me the way I was choosing you. You held my hand but looked away. You smiled, but only on the surface. I told myself this is love, but love should never feel like guessing. You said the right things at the wrong times, and I listened like they still meant something. You made it feel like almost was enough, like silence could speak louder than touch. I wanted what it could have been, but now I'm holding what it wasn't. I gave you every soft part, but you only noticed the shape of my shadow. I asked if you were happy. You said you don't need to worry. You didn't break me, you just let me believe you could stay. You made it feel like we were almost real, like closeness could come without meaning. I stayed for what it could have been, but now I'm walking away from what it wasn't. Woke up late, no dreams of you, just the sun cutting through the room. Washed the sweater you once left, folded it with no regret. Played our song but didn't cry, sang along like it wasn't mine. Used to feel like I was drowning, now it's just waves receding. I'm lighter now, like breath after breaking down. No more weight pulling me back to the ground. I don't hate you, don't miss you much, just found peace in giving up. I'm lighter now, walked past that old street light where you kissed me. That one night didn't stop, didn't ache, just kept walking straight. You were a storm, but I love the rain. Now the skies are clear again. I'm lighter now, like breath after breaking down. You don't know how deep this goes. I remember every shirt you wore, the one with frayed sleeves from '94, and how you bite your lip when you're lost in thought. I never said the words you wanted, but I meant all the ones I kept. There's no one else I hold like this, in my head, in my breath, in every quiet wish. There's no one else I'd break for, bend, burn, begin again for. You just don't see it, but I still do. I kept the note you left on a grocery list. Something dumb, but it felt like bliss. You kissed me like it didn't mean anything. I loved you like it meant everything. There's no one else I'd wait this long for. No one else my hand still reach toward. And maybe you've moved on, but I never could. I didn't mean to, but I still do. Washed your hoodie, hung it on the chair, left the right side of the bed untouched like a prayer. Everyone says this gets easier, but no one warned me about muscle memory. I still pull your side of the blanket in my sleep, still check the mirror to see if I changed since you left. Still wait for a message I know won't come, still break, but only when I'm alone. I tell my friends I'm doing better, since you left. I still fold your side of the bed like you're coming back, even when I know you're not and haven't been. But letting go feels like a sin. I walk past where you'd wait for me. I straight ahead, but my heart still sees. I've told myself 100 times, but I keep hoping you'll reply. You don't haunt me like before, but you still knock on my memory's door. And I'm almost letting go, like water slipping through my hold. Your voice, it fades, but not all the way. Some days it leaves, some days it stays. I'm not broken, but I'm not whole. Just tired of carrying what I can't control. So here I am, soft and slow, almost ready to let you go. I deleted our playlist last week, then cried when it played on repeat. Grief's a loop, not a line, and I'm walking mine. This isn't hate, this isn't love, just the quiet space where both show up. And I'm almost letting go. You don't visit like you used to, though. The ache is dull, the pictures blur. I'm not who I was with her. It's not goodbye, just moving slow, almost ready to let you go. You whispered, always, like it was a secret you didn't want to keep. I made promises with both hands open. You made yours behind your back. I stayed believing longer than I should. You faded while I was still calling you back. I stayed louder than you. I loved harder than you let me. I said I'm here while you said I might be. I stayed and you ghosted the ending. I traced our memories like maps to nowhere. And you forgot to even leave a note. You you were home until I opened the door on my own. I still felt about you when the rain touches the kitchen window. I still hear your voice in songs I didn't know you liked, but I don't want you back, and I don't belong there now. And now I stopped reaching for answers. The questions never gave me peace anyway. I let your name sit without echo. Memory is not a promise, and love is not a reason. I still think about you, but not the way I used to. You're part of the picture, not the focus. I'm still me, just not yours, and I don't belong there now. Thought it was real, was. But it was real, was. I saw your mom last weekend. She asked if we still talk. I smiled and changed the subject. You know how small towns are. You probably tell your stories like I was the one who left. Funny how forgetting only works one way. I hope you sleep at night without thinking too much. I hope your new love doesn't ask too many questions. I hope you laugh loud like nothing ever cracked. And if guilt ever whispers, you just turn your back. I boxed your old love letters, found the one you never gave. It still said forever right before you walked away. We were young but not stupid. You knew exactly what you did. I don't need revenge, just a little bit of peace. I hope you sleep at night with your silence intact. I hope you never dream of the things you can't take back. I'm not bitter, just tired of carrying you apart. So I hope you're fine, but I'm done with your heart. I opened the lamp on your side out of habit and turned it off right after. The bed's too big, but I don't sleep small anymore. keep the books you never finished, just to feel less final. I'm not waiting, but I'm not all the way gone. I live in half the light, in spaces you used to fill. I'm not cold, I'm just not warm like before. There's no storm, but there's no stillness. I drink from your old mug because it feels right. Not to hold on, but to remember how simple being held was. I'm okay, but not complete, and maybe that's enough. I live in half the light, and it's not lonely, but it's not home either. And maybe that's where I'll stay. I held it in for so long, I forgot I was holding it. You asked me why I never said it, and I smiled like that wasn't the most complicated thing. You thought I didn't care enough, but really I just cared too quietly. I thought you knew the way I looked at you meant something, but I never checked if you looked back. I didn't mean to keep it, I just didn't know where it could land without breaking. You waited for a louder love, but I only had this kind.
dress I used to love, but left the tag on just in case. I smiled at the barista, but it felt like someone else did it. Maybe I'm still here, just not all at once. When did I get quiet? When did I stop asking if this feels right? I fold my clothes, but not my thoughts, and I wonder if anyone noticed. I say I'm fine, on loop, like a voicemail no one listens to. I sit by the window and wait for nothing. Was I made for softness or survival? Maybe both, but neither feels like me. When did I get quiet? I used to sing in the shower. Now I just wait for the water to stop. And maybe that's why I don't feel real.
The windows fog, your coat's still wet. We didn't say it was the end just yet. Your hand was near, but not in mine, and everything still felt like a sign. I almost said, let's try again, but the thunder spoke instead. So I let you go with the sound of rain on rooftops, carrying your name. No tears this time, just silence loud, like love was something we couldn't say out. And I watched you fade through the glass and gray, like it was always meant to end this. You asked if I'd be okay. I nodded, but the sky gave me away. The coffee went cold between our hands, just like the future we once planned. If I'd begged, would you have stayed, or would that just have made more rain? So I'll let you go with no grand scene, just a soft goodbye in a weathered dream. You didn't turn, but I didn't call, 'cause some things aren't meant at all. You disappeared and I remained alone in the last rain. Ooh. forgot how to breathe. My name left me, and my thoughts fell to my feet. I said hi, like I wasn't rewinding already. You smiled once, and that was plenty. It wasn't slow, wasn't safe, but I knew I couldn't stay the same. You struck like lightning through a window pane, like a song I didn't know, but felt anyway. It wasn't planned, it wasn't right, but something in me lit up that night. I didn't see it coming, didn't brace, but now you live in every space. You struck, and I haven't looked away. You didn't say much, but I memorized the silence. Your eyes said, go ahead, and my pulse broke compliance. Some loves take time, but this one just... You struck like lightning through a window pane, like something wild I'd chase again. It wasn't slow, it wasn't planned, but something in me just said stand. I didn't see it coming, now you stay in every color of my day. You struck, and I can't look away. I still pause at your contact in my phone. Don't delete it, just scroll past and move on. Your shirt's still here, I pretend not to see, but it's folded too neat to forget what we used to be. Some nights I sleep but not through. Some songs still sound like you, and I still flinch when someone laughs the way you did. So check the back of every cafe, hoping you might have walked in. And it hurts in the quiet where no one knows your name, but I whisper it soft like a prayer I can't explain. You're still the ache after your name. I don't wear red since that one date. You said it made me look brave. Now every mirror feels like a dare to be fine while you're not there. They say the heart forgives in time, but mine just counts each almost like a crime. And I still flinch when someone laughs the way you did. So check the back of every cafe, hoping you might have walked in. And it hurts in the quiet where no one says your name, but I whisper it soft like something I can't tame. You're still the ache after your name. didn't last, but that doesn't mean we weren't beautiful. You came in like autumn light, soft and sudden, all at once. I didn't know what to call it, so I just called it good. We never promised, but I stayed like we could. I loved you right, even if you didn't stay. I held the space you filled without asking, and I don't regret it, not 1 second. You gave me quiet kinds of joy, like standing still without wondering when ends. I memorized your laugh just in case I lost it. You didn't break me, you just stopped looking back. I loved you right, even if you let go. You'll leave, but you won't take what I gave, because loving you was something I did well, and that's enough. I loved you right, even if you let go. You'll leave, but you'll lick, take what I gave, because loving you was something